All right, it's Women to Women. Thanks for joining us. I'm Daisy Liu Sikidi, and today we're going to be talking about infidelity because for about 2 weeks now, there's a particular story that's been trending online, and everyone has been talking about the particular couple that's been trending on social media for the past 2 weeks. Thereabouts, and they're from Equatorial Guinea. For those who are very active on social media, it's now still news. It's not even a new thing now. They've heard the story. Those that have been following it has been following it. Those that are looking for porn to watch are practically watching their videos as their new porn. I'm talking about the Equatorial civil servant slash politician Batasa that is being investigated for fraud, but in the process of the investigation, they got access to his laptop that was confiscated, and inside the laptop they had videos of him having sexual relations with about 400 women, and these women were high-ranking politicians as well, or wives of highly placed people in the society. It didn't stop there. He even had intersexual relations with wives of family members and even religious leaders. While we're all trying to wrap our heads over how a man could deal with 400 women, you know, some were even making jokes out of it, like King Solomon. This one beat King Solomon. So King Solomon, Bible just said, no evidence. But this one, evidence day. The next thing, with the pity for the wife and his children, videos of the wife also emerged on social media. So we're going to use their story to start off what we're talking about, which is dealing with infidelity in marriage. I'm not alone here. I have a married woman. I have a single lady who will soon marry, and this is something that we need to hear their thoughts on. The very gorgeous Mrs. with me here is Doris Onoche. She's a public affairs analyst. Welcome, Doris.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hope you're not nervous. All right, then I have Ahoy Davis. She's a journalist, of course. She's one of us here, and we just had to pull her in to hear our thoughts on it. So, Ahoy, I'm actually going to start with you about this scandal. When you heard the story, when it first broke, with the updates that are coming, people's comments, what were your feelings and thoughts towards the entire scandal?
Okay, first of all, the wife was the first person that crossed my mind. Like, how would she be feeling, knowing fully well that she has had 6 kids for the man? And the whole thing made me speechless.
Yeah.
That's one thing. And I began to imagine, like, 400, that's a whole lot.
Like, how did he do it?
Like, how did he do it? And the women, on the other hand, they were so comfortable with him making a video of them. So what would he have probably promised them? Like, okay, that would make them feel so relaxed with him doing that. Well, I felt so bad for the wife. The wife was, I don't know, this is woman supporting woman. Until I heard another story about a woman, so so that's it.
So right now, what do you think about the two of them?
Okay, first, what they did, or rather what the man did, because the man is actually our focus. What he did was totally wrong. It's like a slap on the face of the woman, and unto God, it's not a right thing to do. You're a married man, so you should stick to your partner. If you're not satisfied with your partner, then you shouldn't be in that institution called marriage.
Yeah.
So that's what I think.
Wonderful. So, let me continue now, Doris. When you heard the story, I know we've had a discussion of air, and you said you've not seen any of the videos.
Exactly.
I respect the fact that the both of you are not.
I haven't even seen
it. I was disgusted when I saw it. So I saw a couple, like 1 or 2, and then when I heard it's 400, I'm like, am I supposed to watch 400 of this? But people are watching, you know, people that don't even have space in their phones.
A lot of persons have even grown their social media page with this
that
story.
Yeah.
So, but when you heard the scandal, what came to your mind about them?
Well, I was like, how is Uma going to feed the children? So, the thing, I just said, okay, maybe that is their thing. Maybe they don't used to forbid things about them. That's it.
Yeah, I also thought same too. Like maybe it's not a forbidding thing.
or
Yeah,
their
maybe it's not a
tribal thing?
forbidden thing. Like the way we forbid it in our tradition, I feel it's a normal thing with them, for them to mess around.
Well, since there have been several publications on it, and the First Lady came out recently to give her own 2 cents on the matter, because people are now saying maybe it's normal in Equatorial Guinea, because there were even comments on social media that it was a norm. So the First Lady came out to say she's appalled at married women doing this. So meaning it's not acceptable for married women. She did not really focus her energy on the man with 400 women.
Okay.
She focused on the married women that were doing the do with the man. So it's still almost like the African thing where it's okay for the man but never ever okay
For the woman. Okay.
So when I saw the video, I was first disgusted, then I got angry at those who were spreading the video. Then I got even more angry at the authorities who were supposedly investigating fraud.
Yeah,
That leaked out the video.
Exactly.
What they
them
went
to his house.
It's so different from what you went to do.
Yeah, I thought about that too.
I was even thinking by now we would have heard where the videos came out from. People should be arrested. There's an issue of consent and privacy. He can still sue. He should sue, because this is his privacy. He didn't give anybody rights to leak his nude videos. And then there was also some women, one of the women coming out to say she gave consent to record, but when they were done, they watched it together and was supposed to delete it.
Okay.
Though that's not reason enough to even.
How would you just feel so comfortable?
Yeah. So
Married
the
woman.
matter guy told you, right?
There's something they're not saying. There's something they're not saying,
happening.
rather.
Then when I saw the wife's video that she was also having her own thing with other men, although it was just one man's video that came out, but they said it's something they do. I felt, okay, maybe they were swingers. Now, I know someone is wondering what are swingers. Swingers are partners who engage in who have sexual relations with other partners. So a married man and woman can decide to have sexual relations with another married man and woman. So they can, in the process, like have a foursome, then they're swapping each other.
Okay.
Then they
Like
go
it's like an open relationship
very
thing.
open. Some even go as far as making it a club. So you could even have like 10 couples in that club. That 10 of them don't go around 10 of them.
Wow.
It's a fetish. When I say fetish, I don't mean olokun or romia. No. Fetish in the sexual sense that they just go ahead and they do. It's totally appalling, it's disgusting, and those who are spreading the videos, I think I should use this opportunity to tell you to stop spreading it, I beg. You've seen enough, it's
Exactly.
okay. And out of curiosity, those who want to see, if you know you don't want to watch porn, you don't want to be addicted to pornography, please tame your curiosity and just stop it. So let's talk about uncontrollable lust, which usually leads to infidelity in marriage. And I'm going to start with Doris at this time. How should people react when they find out their partners have cheated? You can choose whichever partner you want to react to on this matter, whether it's the male, the woman finds out the husband have cheated, or the husbands find out the wives have cheated. Wahala. But what should the reactions really be if you were going to advise?
And to me, I would just say it's a choice. There's
How
something.
to react.
Yes, there's something you saw in the person that makes you good for that person. So to me, I will not really react. I will just like, okay, it's your thing. You went to go and do it. Fine. If it's okay, that's it.
You can forgive infidelity.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I can.
Like this Batasa zone that I was not even using prevention. No.
I can.
All out so.
Yeah.
Hey, this is a real Nigerian woman.
A virtuous woman.
Very virtuous. Okay, can you deal with it?
Okay. First, cheating is a choice. It's something you made a decision to do. It's not something you just wake up one day and you find yourself doing it. You've conceived the thought in your heart and you said, okay, I want to do this thing. Like you've crossed your mind, you've weighed your options, like the consequences, and you've been like, let me just try it and see what the outcome would be. Okay, if I should find my partner cheating, or if I eventually find out that my partner cheated on me, first, I won't make rash decisions. I'll first of all sit him down and be like, okay, what's up? What happened? Like, what led to this thing? Because I think one of the causes of infidelity is lack of affection. It comes to a point where you find yourself falling out of love for your partner rather. So probably there are things you were doing before that you're no longer doing now that will make your partner say, okay, you're not the enter my eye again. So that will make your partner look elsewhere. So I will try and sit him down and ask him, okay, babe, now the deed has been done. What happened? What is that thing I am not doing right? Or was I putting on bombshells before, I'm now putting on Mary Amaka skirts?
But it always be that it's the women that are not doing something right that makes the men cheat?
Sometimes.
Don't you think it's an uncontrollable lust situation?
Yeah, sometimes it can be an uncontrollable habit on the part of the man. I'm not saying it's gender-based. A man can cheat, a woman can also cheat. But first, dialogue comes in. You need to find out the reason for that person's action. Sometimes it can even be from the partner. You never can tell. Maybe the man was attracted to the woman when she was putting on those skimpy things that turns him on. Then all of a sudden, you're not the type that ties wrap around your chest. So things like that can... And there are some men, they are not good at voicing things out. They will try and use their actions to talk to you, and they expect you to understand. There's only few that will sit you down and say, madam, this thing you're doing, I don't like it. But some will try to tell you in a stylish way that won't seem offensive to you. So it's left for you as a partner to grab what your man or woman is saying.
Okay, just to put it out there though, my own thoughts on this, because...
So my own thoughts on this is just sit your partner down and talk things out. Do not make rash decisions, yeah.
You know that, you want to say something?
Yeah, some of them, even if they have a very gorgeous wife, they will still cheat.
Exactly.
Yes.
They will still
I was about to
cheat.
say that. So it's not a lot of men. I think it's a bad habit that our culture has encouraged.
And when you confront them, they will say, I'm a man.
Exactly.
I'm
I'm entitled to as many wives.
Like, as a woman, do I want to eat one soup for life? One soup, they tire everybody. It's normal. But women have a way of restricting themselves. So the Equatorial Guinea wives now, they have come to tell us. They've told us now that women are not controlling it, but everybody needs to know how to master their loss. There are some realities that happen in marriage. You said something about falling out of love.
Yeah.
It's true. It's quite common. That's why you should marry your friend.
Even when you marry your friend, you still fall out of love at some
that feeling of
point.
I love you will not always be there.
Yeah.
It will go, it will come, it will go. Love is nurtured. You have to make it, it's a plant that you water, you make it grow.
Yeah.
If the man stops doing what makes the woman feel loved, the woman will also fall out of love.
True.
So it's not even a one-sided thing. And moreover, especially those who not have children. So let's say when you just started your marriage, the woman was always so sexually available.
Yeah, so the
In
kids
7
that
days, you're supposed to do 14 times. Yeah? Now you have kids.
Okay.
You know, when kids come, especially when you're young, you start sneaking around in your own home. Your relations almost become timed. You're waiting for them to sleep because you might just be in the middle. And then you're, mommy,
I want to drink water.
exactly. Or even like that, you want to leave me. So they will interfere.
Sure.
While the women are adjusting to this, I don't understand why men do not adjust. A lot of men, not all. But do you think infidelity is reason enough for some women to divorce their partners?
To them, if they cannot take it,
They should
they
go.
should go.
And if society should hear that it's because your husband cheated.
It's not about society.
The
It's
thing is,
it's your own. It's not about society.
it's your decision. Because some persons, if one dies today now, they will tell you did not die well.
humans will always have one or two things to say. So do what makes you happy.
And for your mental health.
For your mental health. And
You
forget
know you
about
like
what the
mental health.
and forget about what the word has to say.
Okay, if your should I use a relative, your brother comes to tell you that his wife, you know we like to say God forbid, your brother comes to tell you that the wife cheated, would you encourage him? And he needs your counsel. Would you encourage him to forgive her? Because you sound like a typical African woman.
If you really love the lady, you can forgive. And if you say you cannot forgive, talk things through, meet a counselor that can counsel the both of you and go on with your marriage.
Your brother, think about it too.
Okay.
You know, there are so many things we can tolerate for ourselves, but when it comes from another side.
Okay, forgiveness, it's not forgetfulness. And men have the ability to remember things a lot. When a man tells you, I've forgiven you, it's a lie. 10 years to come, he will remind you of what you did back then. So if I find my brother in such a situation, yes, I will tell him to forgive him. And I'll tell him to sit and think things through if he still wants the marriage. Because whether you like it or not, a person caught cheating today will still cheat tomorrow. So you will ask yourself this question that, is this something I want to deal with for the rest of my life, or are we still compatible? Because the woman can come up with any reason for cheating. There are some persons that will repent after being caught once. But there are some persons that will tell you, I won't do this thing again. And before you know it, 2 months' time, they are back to their old self. So I will ask him, I will encourage him to forgive, but I'll ask him, is this what you really want? Do you still want to go on with this woman? If yes, then...
And you as an outsider that is informed about the situation, will you still look at the woman the same way? Will you not judge her?
I don't judge.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't judge.
The
thing is,
judge?
I won't judge.
I won't judge you. You are entitled. You are entitled. You are entitled to your own opinion. So do whatever works for you. If you feel cheating will make you be a better person, then be my guest.
Okay. These ones are very, very wonderful women. They don't judge. I don't know how I will feel. You know, it's almost like a cultural thing. It's so ingrained in most Nigerian women from when you're children that women don't cheat. It's abnormal for a woman to cheat.
Yeah,
they
find it offensive when a woman cheats.
So even when we women hear that another woman, a married woman, cheats,
we feel disgusted.
We start frowning about it because that's what we're told and brought up to see. But I don't know if that's how we should be raising our children. Maybe should we be raising our children in the cultural norm of men can cheat, they can't control their attitude towards lust? No, women now these days, they don't even wear bra. They move around half naked. The temptation is everywhere. Or we should be training our kids that both male and female, you can control yourself. Control yourself. So maybe an advice to mothers now that are raising children. Because I know how they raised us.
I won't say.
Okay, I'll go for the second option. Like, mothers need to be close to their children, especially their female children. If you notice, female children are mostly attracted to their fathers more than their mothers, because mothers, 90% are hostile to their children. So you should train your child and let them know that cheating of a thing is from both gender. A man can cheat, a woman can cheat. And also raise your children with love. Let them have the spirit of forgiveness. There are some homes you go to, if the mother offends the father will say it in the presence of the children that, till I die, I will not forgive you. And such a thing grows with that child. Tomorrow the child will find his or herself in a relationship and he'll just have this mindset that forgiveness should not be in my dictionary. So children should be raised with love and affection.
Right. That's your final words on today's topic. Doris, your final words on what we've talked about today. So as many areas you want to cover it.
Okay, I would say about that one that nobody should judge, and if your wife cheats, you just forgive, or your husband cheats, just forgive, and that's it.
Yes,
Woman of God.
Don't judge.
Don't judge.
Don't judge.
I like the fact that they're making it seem as if it's a very simple thing to deal with. But
You know, there is
it's
this
actually
saying
very
that
difficult to handle.
now who they catch, now
Now
the
the
thief.
thief.
So you that is judging the other one, you don't
What
know
about you?
what about you. Nobody is seeing you
What you've
in
done.
your closet.
Yeah.
So you have no right to judge anyone. God is the ultimate judge.
It's okay. It's okay. Oh. In as much as we're not going to judge, we're going to try not to judge. We leave the judgment for God. I think I'm going to tell women to, please, I know, see, there are a lot of married women who cheat. Oh. They are so coded about it that you wouldn't even know that it's happening. You'll be amazed the number of married women who has at some point cheated on their husband. And in some cases, the men are even aware. There are men who even trade their wives for contracts. Well, infidelity is like a disease. It grows. And if you don't deal with it quickly, it spreads. It will not only damage that your relationship, it will start damaging your children. When they hear what you've done, they are disgusted. Everyone needs to learn to master their emotions, to be in charge of their feelings, to control their lust. The spirit of a prophet is subject to the prophet. Since I have very godly women here today, let's do Bible. You know, you can control yourself. You can tell yourself, see, I've seen men who, in their youths, they were painting the entire town all colors, red, purple, blue. Before you blink 2 times, they've had threesomes, gangbangs. They've done all kinds of things. But they got married, some even got married and they continued in the lifestyle. And one day they just told themselves, I will stop. Some beat their wives and they just told themselves, I will not do it again. And they were able to stop. The same thing applies to cheating. You can tell yourself, I will stop. And indeed, you will stop. Nigerian men, please, infidelity is too much. Please, reduce it. And the women, a lot of you are doing these things codedly. You're judging Batasa's wife. One day your own will still cast though. And last, let nobody on no account in the name of love or feeling be sending nude videos and nude pictures to their partners. It's not safe. When quarrel starts, you will forget love. Your pictures will be everywhere. Please, let's take this seriously and let's be careful. And Daisy Leosikili, thank you, Ehor. Thank you, Doris.
Thank you.
And thank you, my viewers. Bye for now.